Very well coached San Antonio Spurs team with Victor Wembanyama, who's an alien in the middle of the paint. This was a beautiful game to watch. It came all the way down to the wire.
Wow was the text my dad just sent me. Like word for word. There you go. But
Shout out to Papa Bird.
Remember when Jimmy Butler first got here? He's like, oh, get the ball to 30 and then back up? Okay, there you go. Get the ball to 30. Who backed up this game, a 49-point game, after he had the 46-point game? He's like Atlas right now with the Warriors on his shoulders. But that's what he does. That's Steph Curry.
Not a math major, but I think he just averaged 47 a game against San Antonio in the first two. So, unbelievable. By the way,
nightmares at this point.
Gary Payton II with some big-time shot making in the fourth quarter, and the defense on De'Aaron Fox to seal the deal in this NBA Cup game. But more importantly, the Warriors went 2 straight on the road after losing 6 consecutive games away from Chase Center. So let's start with the fourth quarter of crunch time tape here, folks. It was a long one. It was riveting. You had drama. You had great defense. You had great shot making.
Set it up, Monte. I love it.
All of it here. So let's get to the fourth quarter tape. 87-82. Draymond Green doing what he can against Victor Wembanyama. Now this
talk to him, Victor.
But the fact that Draymond got Wemby to react like this, I think kind of tells the story of how Draymond defended Wemby. So you had drama.
That's a crazy look right there. That's ridiculous.
Both guys kept their heads in that moment, too.
Well, security came on the floor. They were flying all over the place. And then moments later, Draymond Green picked up his 5th foul. So what are the Warriors going to do defensively? Well, they scrapped, right? At one point, Steph Curry, this was a foul right here on Jimmy Butler. That was a tough call. Warriors down 7, I should say. Jimmy's like, what's going on, Steve Kerr?
See Jimmy respond to the refs. So
no doubt.
Something right there.
But you know what? Steph said, I got this, fellas. And he scored 10 straight points during this stretch. This is after ending the third quarter with 14 straight.
There was nothing they could do. Steph is shooting the ball from way out of three-point range. You couldn't even double-team him out there.
I know. They tried Castle. They tried Fox. They tried KJ. They tried, like, every double-team.
No, they avoided putting Champagne on him because Steph needs to start having Champagne send a taxi to get Champagne to the games from now on.
Champagne was hitting the streets. You see the big 3 by Wemby there, who scored 26 points and grabbed 12 rebounds. But how about the big shot by Gary Payton II? Shot clock going down, saying, no worries, fellas. Steph doubled at half court. Horford, the GP2.
Big shot.
Big
shot. BP has been struggling all game. That was a big shot, big take right there.
Pod showed up in that fourth quarter, and then GP2 again.
Ready to step into that 3-point shot after the start of the game didn't belong to Pods.
And the 9-0 run there gave the Warriors a 1-point lead. Fox, though, going to the rack. Fox bounced back in a major way with 24 points and 10 assists, but Draymond's back on the floor. Warriors need a basket here. Nice pass
by Steve Kerr right there.
Yep.
That pass right there, you get Victor Wembanyama out the paint, it's Steph Curry easy layup.
Pods with a nice pass to Draymond Green, cutting to the basket. Warriors down 1.
Look how scared they are of Steph. Look at these plays. There's 2 guys on him. Jimmy Butler gets a wide open layup, or not a layup, but a contested layup at the rim.
Great block there by Wemby on the fast break, and you thought maybe San Antonio has sealed the deal, but they're settled for a long jumper. And again, Fox. Steph heads up play right there to draw the foul right there. You know what he's going to do at the charity stripe. He goes 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He nails 2. Now we get down to the final possession of the game. It's Young Glove. Gary Payton II on swipe of Fox.
Great contest. Good shot. Better defense right here.
And then Draymond boxing out Wemby, so no.
Look at the energy right here. Look at the excitement, Bonte. You talk about the NBA Cup. Can you feel the energy?
Oh, I can feel the energy.
Feel it?
We can feel it from here.
We can feel the energy.
Coming up here from Texas.
Well, think about it, KB. They get blown out in Oklahoma City. They're down 36 at one point. 6 straight road losses. We heard from Steve Kerr today say, hey, there's going to be drastic changes. We heard from Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green that night saying, we got to stop with our personal agendas. We need to start winning some basketball games. Well, they go down to San Antonio to a team that hadn't lost a home game all season.
Consistency, finding something with this starting lineup as well, things to build on for the Warriors.
And I love the response by the veterans because when Draymond calls everybody out, I think he was also calling himself out, saying we need to do better. We need to make sure we align our values and align our agendas with the team's agenda. And he came out, he responded. He was physical with Wemby. Wemby is a monster in the paint. You can't do anything against him. Draymond is every bit of 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and he's guarding a guy who's 7'5", says a lot about his heart. Came into this game, was physical with Wemby, but Wemby is so special that he can roll to the rim. I thought he made a concerted effort in the second half of this game tonight, going into the paint, being aggressive there in the paint. The Warriors were really struggling right there. And even when Draymond went out the game, Steph Curry takes over. And the biggest difference at the end of the game is GP2 making shots, Pods making shots, and this is what happens when you double team Steph. Everybody else has to be effective of scoring the basketball.
Let's not get it twisted, though. This is the Steph Curry show.
Oh, for sure. They are open because Steph Curry is getting doubled. Let's not get that twisted.
He scored 95 points in the 2 games against San Antonio, and he gave them all type of buckets. From 3, from the mid-range, he went to the rack, and in that third quarter, he scored 17. That's a night after scoring 22 in the third quarter against San Antonio. So if my math is correct, KB, that's 39 points combined in 2 different third quarters.
Don't ask me about any math. I'm looking at he's bothered on every play because he has to be, but he still finds his angles, he still gets to his spots, he still moves off screens, he still creates for himself too. This is the Steph show. I don't know, do we have a thesaurus? Like, how do we continue to put words to these kind of performances, watching him do it at this age?
Look at this, Festus and KB. He just tied Michael Jeffrey Jordan for the most 40-point games when turning 30 years old. Again, a couple of weeks ago, we had a cross-sport debate about who's having a better post-30 career, Jerry Rice or Stephen Curry. The fact that we're having these conversations says everything you need to know about Stephen Curry.
We are so blessed to be able to watch these games because this is the reason why the arenas in other cities are packed every time. Everybody's ready to see Steph Curry, and he's putting on a show. Right now, tonight, you saw incredible shot making, but also incredible decision making. And the Warriors have been struggling with taking care of the ball. Right? Steph just said, put the ball in my hands and I'll figure out a way to get this thing done. Not a lot of assists tonight for the Warriors, a lot of one-on-one play, and you got to credit the Spurs defense. They do a great job not letting you get to the paint. The guards, Stephon Castle, Vassell, all these guys switch and they're getting on the perimeter. None of them can guard Steph. I don't care how good your defense is. When it comes down to it, your superstar is able to get buckets, and when he can do that, the defense doesn't really have a chance.
Who's waiting in the paint?
Right.
It's Wemby too. Did he have 4 blocks tonight? The leader in blocks? Yeah.
Yes.
The Spurs are scary.
Yep.
Warriors didn't flinch.
What is that, 97 or 98 straight games Wemby has had a block shot in a basketball game? But you brought up Wemby. Think about it. He's the guy the league is looking at saying, hey, we want you to carry the torch for the next 10 to 15 years. You have Anthony Edwards. And there's Stephen Curry at 37 years old in his 17th season saying, hey, I'm not done yet. Mm-hmm. This is still my party. You guys are just invited to it. That was a statement by Stephen Curry saying, I've got a lot left in the tank.
That's a perfect statement. You also reminded me of Draymond, too, wanted to be regarded as one of the best defenders in the game at his age last year, making the all-defense team with a collection of young 20s guys. And then Draymond Green. Here's another one for his resume, if he needed it. But back-to-back performances like this against Wemby, the first one wasn't a fluke. Second one wasn't a fluke. So even though Draymond didn't shoot, his efficiency wasn't great. Again, you still look at what he was able to accomplish as he.
Yeah, 3 of 12 today, KB.
Those numbers
1
are
of
so
10
small.
the other day.
Those numbers are
Offensively, he didn't have his shot going for him.
No
doubt about that. But
if he's locked in on the defensive end and messing up Wemby a little bit, that's where you let it go. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get some video of Steph Curry.
I put this hat on because of Steph Curry and the Olympics last year. And this was Wemby going against Steph Curry.
Well, look at Steph. He's like, come on, crowd.
Look at the energy.
Not only is one of the greatest watchers of sports, yeah, this is right before the game-winning free throws, tied up at 108. He makes the game-winning free throw. We were just talking about this before the show. Like Draymond said it a couple weeks ago, he loves the show. Mm-hmm. He's the greatest showman that we've seen possibly in NBA history outside of Michael Jordan.
Did you see him picking out the fans around the court in the front rows, like wearing his jersey? He was pointing at some of those guys, like he was like, that's right, I hear you. But Steph knows. He knows that it's not just the Warriors fans cheering for him. There are some, you're not facing. Everybody loves Steph.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. Everybody loves to see this kind of game. Everybody loves to say, I was there to see this. Yep. I have this ticket to see Steph, even though they got the spread.
I don't even think we've seen anything like this, Bonte, because the way that we are excited when Steph Curry hits a 3.